Alrighty guys, so the Unreal Engine 4 Frontier server recently came out on Korea a couple of days ago, and during that time I've been watching a bunch of different videos, reading different articles on how people feel about the new engine update to the game. This is something that a lot of us have been really hyping up because we kind of look at it as kind of a sneak peek of the Unreal Engine 4 update to the full game that the West is supposed to get sometime later this year, hopefully. So from reading the title of the video, you can tell that my thoughts on this Unreal Engine 4 Frontier server are not very positive, and there's a few key reasons why. Like most of the players here, we all expected to see level 45 content with the new Unreal Engine 4 update because that's what it was advertised as. That's what all the information led to. Instead, when the Frontier server became live, we got something completely different. So essentially, we got a PC game that plays like a mobile game. It's basically like a mobile PC hybrid port where you can play it like a mobile game because they have the same features you would play with as your phone. They have auto questing, they have auto combat. There's all these weird quests where you have to kill like 1,500 mobs, but I guess because of the auto combat, it's not really that bad. So basically, you can AFK your PC, have your character do the quest, and you can just go to the bank and withdraw more money so you can spend it on the cash shop and Blade and Soul, of course. And with this whole thing being added to the game, it really led to really negative thoughts on this Frontier server because instead of just getting a sneak peek of the new engine update for the game, we got this really weird version of the game where they removed all these different skills. You'll notice that Q and E are not on the character's skills anymore. There's a bunch of different skills removed from the classes, so a lot of the classes feel really watered down now. It just feels like this weird hybrid mobile game. They also didn't even really fix the performance issues that much. The FPS is decent, but there still is FPS drops every once in a while. If you play through the game, you'll notice it. There's even reports of people crashing multiple times while playing in the Frontier server, so that apparently didn't get fixed at all. So really the one thing that we asked for is not even completely fixed at all. And then you added all these weird features that no one asked for. It really just feels like they're advertising for their mobile games, as if you guys don't remember, about last year they announced 3 different mobile titles they were creating for Blade and Soul in the future that came with Unreal Engine 4. Like, I could be wrong, but I really feel like they created this whole Unreal Engine 4 Frontier server just to advertise for their mobile games, because what they do is they build off the hype of Unreal Engine 4. They saw that every player in the game was so excited for it. It's the most important update for the game, so much hype around it. So what they do is they get free advertisement for their mobile games because they create a PC version of Frontier server Unreal Engine 4, which is really just a mobile game. And then you're really just playing their mobile games on Unreal Engine 4. So that's really how I feel like they're just using it to market their mobile games that they have out. Apparently, they might be coming to North America and Europe sometime in the future, which I feel like would be perfect with this layout of Unreal Engine 4 for the PC game. It's just really sad that I don't feel like they have the best interests at heart for the actual PC game of Blade and Soul. If you look at their revenue reports for NCSoft, I think like 70 or 85% of all their revenue is their billions is from mobile games themselves. So this honestly makes total sense to me why they would do this and why it feels like a mobile game is because it's really a mobile game port. And so this hasn't been confirmed because, of course, NCSoft, in NCSoft fashion, has not communicated anything since the release of the server. So we don't know if it's actually a mobile game port, but it surely feels like one. And apparently there's even reports of them adding new stuff in the cash shop. I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but I've seen people talking about apparently they have focus potions in the cash shop. So when you run out of focus, you can pop a focus potion and recover your focus faster. So hey man, only 100 NC coin a piece, you can get some more focus for your character in game. Again, I don't know if that's completely accurate, but I just found that really hilarious, and I wouldn't doubt that NCSoft would do something like that. Yeah, this is to me just a total failure. And the funny thing is that like this was something that could have been really great for the game. This is something that if they'd done it correctly and they literally just gave the game how we wanted with no performance issues and just the new engine, just keep the game the same, and literally all it would have done is build the hype for Unreal Engine 4. You would have seen a bunch of returning players. You would have seen a bunch of new players being all excited about this game because they'd be like, oh crap, the engine update looks amazing for the game. We can't wait for it to come to the West. So they would start popping in the game now to be prepared when it does come to the West. But instead, all you did was piss off your core players even more. You made all the other players stay away from the game because they don't even want to return because they see the negative backlash from the remaining player base. So you really just shot yourself in the foot with this, NCSoft, and it's just a shame that they don't understand their player base at all. Because if they did, they would have just simply delivered on the one thing we asked for. Performance issues being addressed and fits with this new engine update. Keep the game the same. Don't add all these weird features. Don't butcher it and make it a mobile game. it was so easy to do and they completely ruined it. It's crazy to me. And I hate to say it, but I'm not even really surprised. I feel like they were going to ruin this and they did. So what do we look at now? When they announced that the Frontier server was not coming to the West, at first I was really sad about that because I was like, oh damn, we won't be able to play Unreal Engine 4. But now looking at it, I'm actually pretty damn happy because I don't want this horrible mobile version of the game coming to the West at all. So I'm definitely happy about that. But apparently there's some people that kind of been coming up with this theory that because this is the Frontier server and all these features are only for this server, the full engine update that's supposed to come very soon for Korea for the entire game of Unreal Engine 4 is going to be completely different. And it's going to fix all the core issues of the optimization. It's going to be great for the game. It's going to bring it back to life. And honestly, I hope that's true. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. But I feel like it's very naive to think that's going to happen with the track record of NCSoft. If this was any other company, I might believe it, but we're talking about NCSoft. You guys really think that they're going to pop out an Unreal Engine 4 update for the game out of nowhere? The full game engine update for Korea is supposed to come within the next like 2 months at the most. I just can't believe there's people out there that think somehow they have this secret version of Unreal Engine 4 that's really going to fix all the issues, and this is not the real version. This is Unreal Engine 4, whether it's a mobile port or not, it still is the new engine update, and this is the same thing they've been working on for the past couple years. Yes, the graphics look better, and yes, with the new live version for the game, they won't have all these auto features in it because this is only for the Frontier server, but the optimization issues are still going to be prevalent in that new engine. There's still going to be FPS drops. There still is going to be crashing. Yes, the game will look better graphic-wise, but obviously they did not fix all the core issues of the optimization. And to me, that makes Unreal Engine 4 a complete fail. It also makes a complete fail to me on how the way they rolled it out, where in reality, instead of providing hype for Unreal Engine 4, they completely butchered it and ruined it and then made people quit the game even more than they already have been. So, my opinion, this is a fail and a total flop. And I'm really disappointed in NCSoft. And I don't even know if I want to say I'm disappointed, because to be disappointed, you really have to be surprised. And I'm not surprised. I'm just kind of, I guess, sad. But hey, you know, that's just my thoughts. Maybe you guys are excited about this. I'm just really sad. I feel like more people are going to quit. I don't even know how many people even play this game anymore. It's probably less than like 2,000 or 3,000 in NA, honestly. The game's at an all-time low for sure. And I feel like with the way they rolled out this Frontier server, it only made it worse. Instead of having a great opportunity to really make Unreal Engine 4 hyped up, they completely butchered it. And I can't stress that enough. But that's just my thoughts. Hopefully you guys, I guess, enjoyed the video. I just was really me being ranting and upset. But, you know, I just had to talk about it. It makes me sad. Honestly, I don't really like to talk about Blade Soul anymore because I just get upset with how bad they hurt the game. But, you know, what can we really do? We'll just have to wait and see, and hopefully I'm wrong, and the live version, the full version of Unreal Engine 4 in Korea, which is supposed to be coming very soon, will fix everything.